Coach Phipps, here we are. We're well into the outdoor season. This weekend's kind of a benchmark of sorts with some pretty high caliber meets. Why don't you talk a little bit about where the Cougars are going?
Well, we're three different locations. Sprinters and jumpers are down at UCLA. Great facility, great conditions, perfect combination, I think, to achieve some great early season marks that can help set the tone for the rest of the season, get some NCAA marks out of the way, and then we send distance and throwers to the Bay Area. A little bit of a split squad. For the most part, we'll be at Stanford. It's the venue for the Pac-12 championships, which is part of the motivation for the throwers to go there to get used to the rings and things, and great competition as well. And it's historically been a great venue for distance runners, so of course we're going to send a pretty good sized crew there in the distance events, and then a small group will also attend a distance carnival hosted by San Francisco State University.
But not at San Francisco State.
Right, yeah. Yes, it's at a college in Hayward. Yes,
yeah. Something happened to their track at San Francisco State, so off they ship everybody.
Right, and at San Francisco State, it was a neat little venue. Haven't been to the one at Hayward, but I'm sure they'll put on a good meet.
I call the Stanford Invite a prestigious meet because it is such a mix of, well, you talk about for the distance runners, where are they drawing their entries from?
Yeah, it's from really all over the world. You're looking at the best collegiate distance meet in the nation, for sure. A lot of the NCAA top marks will come out of this meet and will stand the test of time, so to speak, all the way to the end of the season. But you'll have post-collegiate athletes as well. So it's a great combination, and just conditions and putting that many people of that quality on the track at the same time usually leads to good results.
Your distance crew, what do you tell them is their goal going into this meet?
You know, for pretty much every one of them, it's their first race of the year, so they've been off for a little bit, somewhat unintentionally. But this is a great opportunity to run a time that can get them to the NCAA first round meet. And once you get that out of the way, then you can really start your full preparation for the meets at the end of the year, which are your most important meets, your Pac-12 championships, your first round, and inevitably, hopefully, to the NCAA finals. So it'll be a little bit more time-based. You know, we'll have race strategy based around the times that we feel would be typically the times that it takes to get to the NCAA first round.
And we'll be competing against quite a few of our Pac-12 brethren on the track, so that's always a good indicator to see who's improved since the cross-country season or who's improved since last year.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Pac-12 typically has some very, very high-end distance runners, and so they'll, for the most part, be at this meet, and so it's a great opportunity to see teams that you're going to see and athletes you're going to see at Pac-12 championships, and again at West Regional, and again at or first round, and again at final round of NCAAs.
Well, and you've got some kids running 10Ks that probably will not run another 10K until the Pac-12 championships.
That's our hope anyway. So, you know, the goal is to not run too many or any more 10Ks than you need to. So this is an opportunity, I think, for our high-end 10K runners to get their mark out of the way, and then run it again at Pac-12 and again, you know, in the postseason.
Let's talk about another group that'll be at Stanford that has shown some strength and depth, and that's your throwers.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for them to get on the rings, like I had mentioned, that they'll see it or beyond for Pac-12 championship. But I think even on top of that, you know, led by Brock Eager, we've got some athletes that are looking beyond Pac-12, and I think, you know, Brock has established himself as one of the top hammer throwers in the entire nation, and it's a good opportunity for him to get good conditions and a great field to compete against.
Because the outdoor season is so much longer than the indoor season, or really the cross-country season, do you worry about kids reaching peaks too early in this long outdoor season?
You do. You really have to be mindful of the fact that we go ideally all the way to the middle of June, and we're even though we're well on our way to the outdoor season, we're only in, middle, late March. So it is, you have to be very mindful of that. You want to get your marks out of the way so that you can prepare for the end of the season meets. But those are something we do take into consideration in all event areas.
And I was going to ask about it looks like we've got some strength in some of the jumps area too, and some depth that maybe we haven't had. A lot of newcomers, especially I'm thinking the women's pole vault. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, women's vault and the men's high jump, we do have a lot of depth and a lot of people that are really on the verge of hitting marks that would take them to the NCAA championship, and on the verge of scoring at the Pac-12. Molly Sharman has really emerged as a top vaulter, having scored already in Mount Pacific, being one of the top vaulters in the Pac-12. And Peyton Fredrickson was a great jumper for us last year, and he's leading a very young group that's really performing well.
We're having more winter conditions in this early spring than we had during the indoor season. So are your kids practicing outdoors, inside the indoor practice facility, a combination of both?
Combination of both. For the most part, we're outside. So distance runners, we're outside no matter what. And a lot of the events we are outside. But there are some days, say with the pole vault, that it's necessary just for the nature of that event to be inside in very controlled conditions. But for the most part, we're outside.
All right. Well, I wish the Cougars the best of luck in every location in California this weekend.
Thank you so much.
And we'll look forward to talking to you next week about the Oregon trip.
Thanks again, and go Cougs.